I suppose to sort of wrap things up, I know that a lot of people sort of, they're not necessarily looking at the savings that you can have on income tax, corporation tax. They're not necessarily looking at the capital gains tax saving that there might be, or indeed the stamp duty land tax that can come out of this. And an awful lot. You did an article, I think, around inheritance tax,
Yeah.
didn't you? And the planning around what people needed to consider.
Yeah.
Because the good old way of just handing properties down to children and things like that is not necessarily the best way. Do you want to add any comments to the article that you've done that people might find interesting? Because inheritance tax tends to be a bit of a driver behind this now.
Yeah, I come across many a client who say, "Oh, I want to give away, this asset or that amount of money to my children because I'm worried about them having to pay a huge amount of inheritance tax when they die." For me, the starting point is, again, very bespoke upon each individual client and understanding what it is that they require to service their own costs through retirement and old age, because I always say to clients, if you can't afford to give it away, don't give it away, because once you've given it away, you can wash your hands of it. There's no guarantees that you've given it to your child and they're going to look after you in your later years, or that they'll give something back to you if your financial circumstances changed, or equally, you've given it away, they've got divorced, and you've lost part of the family jewels in the process.
And I suppose don't be driven by tax savings as well, potentially.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You go and try and save £40, but you lose £100 in the process is often the case.
Yeah, yeah.